and go along the expectations you have of them, then patience is the only thing that kind of evens, balances it out and gives you um, that kind of humbling and wake up experience. So for me teaching my daughter now, and any parents that can relate, I would love for you to comment down below. Um, I'm learning a lot of patience and also some life lessons, right? Because I think in any type of area, whether you're an entrepreneur. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much once again. And as I go here on my daily videos on the quarantine, and as I'm saying, staying sane, right? Homeschooling the kids, uh, understanding where we're gonna go from here, watching some of the news. It's very easy for us to get lost and to be impatient, right? It feels like every 2 weeks we get pushed back another 2 weeks, and we're so impatient to get back out there. I know for myself, I think for me it's more about that normalcy of being able to have that routine, and our routines have been flipped. I mean, if I know for me, have been flipped upside down. I had a routine down, and I'm not able to do that anymore. I have to kind of adjust as I go. Well, we've been in about, I think, about a month already inside this quarantine, so it's getting a little bit better. But I noticed that I always practice and always preach patience. Um, I always say you got to be patient, and boy, has my patience been tested with having a kindergartner, and being able to homeschool her. Um, I want to be able to have her on pace to start grasping the terms and grasping the especially for her right now. It's about reading, getting down the words, um, acknowledging them, writing down the letters, and just the process of trying to have her get on board. And I give kudos to those teachers out there that do a phenomenal job and help us. I mean, obviously, I went to school and somebody taught me how to read. So, although I think schools do lack a little bit of more teaching as far as the principles in life, but I do feel that they give us that core, which is reading and math. Where obviously in life we're going to be using math, and obviously in life reading we are basically reading through our whole lives. And I've noticed that my patience, I thought I had so much patience, right? Because I practice it with obviously grown adults, co-workers, relationships, friends. I try to practice that, and there's obviously not everybody's gonna act the way you want to, right? Not everybody's gonna be, uh, uh, you know, not everybody's gonna act according to your expectations, right? And that's why I feel like patience comes along, because when most individuals do not meet your expectations, or at least go along the expectations you have of them, then patience is the only thing that kind of evens, balances it out and gives you um, that kind of humbling and wake up experience. So for me teaching my daughter now, and any parents that can relate, I would love for you to comment down below. Um, I'm learning a lot of patience and also some life lessons, right? Because I think in any type of area, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you are a content creator, whether you are a parent, teacher, um, or just even medical care workers, I seen they have the most patience, because you always, when you're dealing with other human beings, we are not, for the most part, very predictable or rational, and not all of us are created in the same mold. Everybody has a different mold. Um, yeah, there might be some similarities between some ethnic groups and genders and ages, but for the most part, everybody is different. You don't know what you're gonna get. As they say from Forrest Gump, he says, I was watching a movie the other day. He was saying, well, his mom told him life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. And boy, have we been going through this right now. We are experiencing this. I think not no other better time than now, right? We thought life is a predictable journey. We're gonna have work forever. We're gonna have the same routine every day, and bam, we're being flipped upside down, and we don't know what we're gonna get. Right? We definitely didn't expect this, and learning by myself and sharing and talking with here in my videos, I learn about myself as well. So don't think that I'm trying to influence anything. I don't really like the term influencer. I feel like more as a content creator, showing everybody what I'm going through, and I feel that we all have those ideas and thoughts. Sometimes we hold it in and we forget about it. But when you voice it out, you kind of, I think, free yourself a little bit more better and understand yourself better. But that being said, uh, the patience with my daughter, and how I think I have grown since my first daughter. Like my first daughter, my patience was very, very limited. And although I had a lot of patience, I felt like I had very, very limited patience for my toddler. And now with being kind of, we're, we're being face to face with her for for a while now, daily, for the whole day as opposed to sending her to school. I get to learn her personality. I get to learn what she likes, what she doesn't. I have to kind of nudge her a little bit more for homework. She doesn't like homework, and letting her feel at ease. I try to force her to do certain things my way, and I'm learning that as anything in life, you can try to force people, and you think you own them, and we think we own our partners, and we think we own coworkers, or maybe you're a supervisor or entrepreneurs or employees. We basically don't own anything. We're just here for them. Um, it's a great quote that Wayne Dyer said today in the book I was reading. He says our kids are not ours; they come through us, right? So, and I'm learning that. I have three daughters, and I'm still trying to learn that everyone has their own personality, their own ways of acting and being, and I'm in awe of how each of them have their own ways of being. So my little one, teaching her has been one of the most so far. Uh, I would say learning experiences because I'm learning that not all kids are the same. Everybody has their own preference. We are trying to accomplish getting the homework done, but my learning is how do I get her to do it without having the pushback. The pushback is going to be there, but I have to give her some type of motivation and incentivize her to get it done. Maybe some treats, maybe a toy, and I'm trying to understand like our adults are the same. Are we the kind of the same way? We get motivated, inspired, and incentivized when we get incentivized, right? And not always does that lead us to a path where we like what we're doing. We're just being led by the incentive, and that's another whole topic. But as far as patience, oftentimes in life we try to force things. We try to force a growth here or there, force a career to grow, force ourselves to be better, and I've noticed that the most successful sorry about that I can't even say the word successful path that I've seen is being more at ease with it and letting it come together. Um, and although it sounds like a paradox, as they say in the books as well here, when you do that, things come more easier and actually ascend more and become more what they're supposed to be. And I've seen that with my daughter. So I wanted to share that with you individuals today, everybody here, that um, letting her seeing, you know, that she's learning and she's trying, and also having the patience that it will come along, right? So same thing with whatever you're trying to do in life, or whatever we're trying to create content. I know for me, content creation is my thing. A lot of people are business owners and they're trying to make their business exponential growth on it, and or you're trying to start a career and you're trying to get to a promotion or whatnot. Patience, I've seen patience and poise, obviously, during the tough times, but patience is one of the gifts that I think we learn as we get older. Um, and I've seen the most individuals that have the most fulfilled life when they or are living the most fulfilled lives have the most patience with most of the things in life, whether it is that rowdy cashier at a grocery store, or that uneasy family member, or that you know your kids that are rambling and rambling and not paying attention to you. All these areas in our lives are our teachers to show us patience. When somebody you love or you know doesn't act the way you want them to act, or doesn't follow your expectations, or what you feel like they should be doing in their lives, that is teaching you patience, right? You love them unconditionally. You just love them for who they are, not because they're following your uh, expectations, right? But I've noticed that I have to remind myself patience, especially with my daughter. Patience. Letting it, I try to force her a little bit, try to make her practice a little bit more of her words, her letters, her practicing, write sentencing, sentence writing, and just like anything, I feel that I know that everything, takes time. Everything takes time. There's nothing that I think that you build and you might have the quick 15-minute fame as they call it, but most of our things that we accomplish and we do takes time. And I think the reminder of that of myself helps me be more at ease when I feel that we're not moving forward. I've been with her for a month, and I feel like we're still not. I felt that we should have been further, and again, that's my judgment. That's my own expectation of her, and learning about her that maybe she works at a different pace, at her own pace. Um, it gives me a lot more satisfaction, to be honest. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be with her and be able to sit down and watch her grow right now. And for all the parents right now that are home with their kids, let's have a little bit more patience, understanding that every kid is different, and you're doing a great job. Everybody's doing their own jobs. Everybody's doing their parenting skills. I think to a level we're gonna be making. We're gonna be what we're learning right now with our kids. I think it's gonna show us that, homeschool can be done a lot more easier than we thought. Not taking for granted how hard it is. So I still think teachers are underappreciated. Again, kudos to teachers out there that do a great job. But this is just a different way of looking at life, adapting to it, spending more time with our kids, and also learning about ourselves, right? We say we love our loved ones, but do we have the patience for them? Do we have the unconditional love for them? And that is where all this comes into, I think, to play right now, especially with your kids. So this is my own reminder: patience, patience, Anthony. And just like anything in life, patience. And I'll see everybody here tomorrow. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.